It's the only power that can deliver leaders from man's interest to God's interest. When we're caught up in the pursuit of man's interest, we're caught up in discouragement, we're caught up in confusion, we're caught up in paralysis, we're caught up in shackles that hold us and grip us and keep us from moving out. And in those moments, our leadership is limited. We are enslaved to the bondage of self. For some period of time, I was involved at the Center for Christian Leadership at Dallas Seminary. And we brought into being an event called LEAD. It's really an assessment process, leadership, evaluation, and development. At this point in time, there have been 1,000 leaders who have come through LEAD, and the time that I was engaged, I worked with over 400 leaders. Often they would be couples in leadership positions together. And so I work with men and women. And I work with people in multiple cultures. I went to Asia and did several leads with people from various parts of Asia. And I went to Eastern Europe and did some leads with people who were living cross-culturally. So we saw the basic realities of what we were exploring in many different parts of the globe. We went to serve leaders. And we gave them forms to fill out that required them to answer some of the most difficult questions about themselves they could answer. And then we would work our way through those forms. And every time we read a form, we realize, I'm sitting right here and I could answer that question that same way. Or I could even answer it in a more difficult way than that person has. But here's what we saw. We saw many people coming through LEAD, came through shackled. They came through struggling. They came through caught up in their fears, in their confusions, in some instances in their failure, in their uncertainty, in their lack of direction, in their great disappointment because things didn't go the way they expected it to. It was almost like we found leader in a box, that leaders would be boxed in, and they would be boxed in by these various responses of fear and disappointment and different results in their lives that they never expected, blunted expectations. And in that process, we began to realize we saw a pattern. Not only in those leaders that we were serving, but in our own lives. Because we too had the same struggles they had. And that's where I began to understand that the heart of the leader is the heart of the matter. No matter what knowledge we have, no matter what skills we have, unless the heart is transformed, unless the heart is set free, our skills and knowledge are going to be limited. Only the cross has the power to deliver leaders from pursuing man's interests and seeking for God's.